In the mid-16th century, Europe lived under the constant shadow of death. War devastated kingdoms. Famine swept through cities, and the memory of the Black Death still haunted the continent generations after it first appeared. Out of this fear emerged one of the most disturbing paintings in art history, The Triumph of Death by Pieter Bruegel the Elder. Painted around 1562, the artwork is not simply a scene of violence, it is an apocalypse. The painting depicts an entire world consumed by death. Across a barren landscape, armies of skeletons march endlessly, slaughtering every living person in their path. There is no escape, no mercy, no distinction between rich or poor, king or peasant. Death comes for everyone. At first glance, the painting feels chaotic, almost overwhelming. Fires burn in the distance. Ships sink into dark waters. Gallows rise against a blood-red sky. Corpses litter the earth as skeletal armies spread across the land like an unstoppable plague. But the longer you look, the more horrifying details begin to emerge. In one corner, skeletons ring church bells as if announcing the end of humanity itself. Elsewhere, a skeletal horse drags a cart overflowing with skulls. A king clutches his gold while death stands beside him, reminding him that wealth means nothing in the face of mortality. Even lovers are not spared. Near the bottom of the painting, a man continues playing music for a woman, seemingly unaware that skeletons surround them. It is one of the most chilling parts of the work, humanity trying to cling to beauty and normality while the world collapses around them. Bruegel filled the painting with symbolic imagery drawn from medieval ideas about death. One major influence was the danse macabre, or dance of death, a popular artistic theme showing skeletons leading people from every social class to their graves. The message was simple but terrifying. Death is the great equalizer, no one escapes. But the triumph of death goes further than earlier depictions. This is not death visiting humanity. This is death conquering humanity. The landscape itself appears lifeless. Trees are dead. The sea is blackened. The sky burns with smoke and fire. There is no sign of hope, salvation, or divine intervention. The entire world seems abandoned. Historians believe Bruegel may have been influenced by the brutal conflicts and religious violence spreading across Europe during his lifetime, particularly the wars and persecutions taking place in the Spanish Netherlands. The painting reflects a society consumed by fear of war, disease, execution, and the sudden fragility of life. Yet despite its horror, the painting is mesmerizing. Bruegel's attention to detail is extraordinary. Every section of the artwork contains miniature stories unfolding simultaneously. Some people resist death violently, others pray, others flee in panic. Many seem frozen in shock, and the skeletons themselves are emotionless. They do not rage, they do not celebrate, they simply continue forward, mechanically carrying out the destruction of mankind. Today, the triumph of death is housed in Museo del Prado, where it remains one of the museum's most unsettling masterpieces. Centuries later, the painting still feels disturbingly modern. Its message cuts across time. Civilization is fragile, power is temporary, and death waits for every human being, regardless of status, faith, or wealth. That is what makes the triumph of death so unforgettable. It does not depict monsters, it depicts inevitability.